I thought I'd do a deep dive on my travel toiletries kit. So I'm going to turn the camera so you can see my hands, and I hope you like my revealing plans for what I carry with me on every single trip, whether it's a overnighter or a month long. Okay, buckle up. Here we have the travel pack portion of the Journey system, where I keep it somewhat packed all the time. There are things that are just travel ready items. I deem them my travel stuff, so I just keep them in here all the time. I have my Euro sandals in the shoe garage. I have a handful of my travel underwear and travel swimming suit and a sweater and socks in the vacuum sealed bag that stays in here all the time when it's in my drawer under my bed. And then I just pack my travel clothes that are hanging in my closet in about 2 minutes, and I'm ready to go. But in here hangs the toiletries kit. It snaps in and looks like this. It's a big wide bucket system. It's not a pocket organization system, but rather a big wide pocket. And now I'm going to go through quickly what all I keep in here. And again, I keep this in my travel kit all the time. So I have another copy of these things in my own house bathroom and stuff if I need them on a daily basis. Like toothbrush, for example, stays in the bathroom as well. I actually keep deodorant right in here all the time. I keep, and the toothbrush. Do you remember the old 35 millimeter film canisters? I actually keep a little thing of baking soda in here, and I write baking soda on there so they don't think I'm smuggling cocaine. But I actually use baking soda for brushing my teeth when I am traveling, and it also is a great cleaner for all sorts of things, including your laundry or whatever. But super cheap, super easy, super light in a little container. Baking soda. I have some wax earplugs wrapped up in kind of some tape in case I ever get in a situation where I really need to plug my ears with wax. I rarely use them, but that's comes with me. I have some, upset tummy meds, which I've never needed, but you want to be prepared. And I use Jet Zone for when you have jet lag. You take one of these things like every 2 hours when you're on a long flight, and it seems to really help with your melatonin or whatever it is. Seems to work. I'm not endorsing the product. I'm just telling you what I got. Here's some fancy pain medication for a mouth thing I bought when I was in Vietnam, and I still have a ton of that left. That's not something that really needs to be there. I also keep another little toothbrush with the handle broken off. I use this as my scrub brush. So if I get a stain on my clothes or something, I'll use a little bit of hand soap or whatever soap I can get a hold of and scrub off stains while I'm traveling, because I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on dry cleaning while I'm traveling. Somebody once gave me a hangover kit, which has probably got aspirin and some vitamin C in it or something. Because it's so light and easy, that just stays in my kit. I never get hangovers though, so I hardly ever need it. At some hotel, at some place, I didn't use the little soap that came, that was on the sink. So I carry that around in case I'm ever in a place where I need soap. And you know what? There's always soap. You don't really need to worry about it. But this is super light and super small, so no big deal. I'll go through this in a minute. My razor. I'm a guy who shaves every 3 days or so. This is one of these kind of Gillette handle things. And then again, the old 35 millimeter film canister. I keep the head of the razor. Usually I keep 2 in here, but one got dull and got tossed out on a trip, in this little thing. So I don't cut myself or anything while it's in there. Travels really well, doesn't get dull. And then because you're not shaving, you don't use it all year round, I've probably had this same head in here for 6 months. What else? I've got a safety pin, because you never know, and one foam earplug. I wonder how I lost the other one, but anyway. And then inside here, this is the thing that I generally refer to as my first aid kit, although it ended up getting to be full of a lot of other stuff as well. But this little extra packet currently does not come with the Journey system. But oh, I also have a hairband because the women in my life have long hair, and so I'd like to be the guy who helps out and hands off a hair tie if they need it. But we might include another stuff sack or a zippered pouch like this in the Journey. But right now, this is just something. It was a giveaway at some trade show I was at a long time ago. Most of this is filled with these emergency packs. I tend to have one of these. I party pretty hard when I travel. I tend to have one of these every morning just to kind of recover and get going again. I also have in here some Aleve. Oh, I better pull out everything. There's a bunch of stuff in here. It's packed pretty tight. There's like 6 or 7 of these emergencies. A whole first aid kit full of medications and Band-Aids. I won't go through, but it's kind of a typical kind of a thing. Band-Aids. Oh, there's a $100 bill stashed somewhere. You never know if you suddenly need cash. Little tiny sewing kit like they used to give out in hotels. I've never repaired anything on the road, but it feels like I'm more prepared. What else is in here? Oh, just more, so there's anti-burn cream, and here's a thing about insect bites, and there's another emergency. What else is in here? Oh, there's a condom, which is actually a thing that's not only for personal hygiene, but also you can use it in all sorts of emergencies for things. A great thing to carry around. I actually have a batch of business cards in here as well. Here's my advanced healthcare directive in case something really bad happens on a trip. And then speaking of things happening on a trip, here's some more cash. And here is photocopies of all my credit cards. I'm moving quickly so nobody can steal my credit card information. And then in here is probably, my passport and my wife's passport photocopy in case for some reason we lose our passports but not these little toiletries kits. And that's it. And all this fits easily in the toiletries kit that comes with the Journey bag and has this handle that can be carried down the hall if you're going somewhere in a locker room, or hang on a handle, a doorknob, or any kind of hook in the bathroom. That's my whole kit. I hope you feel prepared. If you have any questions about where to get any of this kind of stuff, let me know. And travel light, travel safe, travel far.